Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. All right, first, an announcement I made in the last video at the end, but I'm going to make it here in the beginning. We normally drop these videos every day at 8 p.m. Starting on Monday, I'm going to experiment and drop them first thing in the morning. I haven't decided at 5 or 6 a.m., but the reason being I want you to be able to wake up and actually watch this or view this and potentially change the outcome of your day and the dealings with your children. I realize when you watch it at 8, the kids may already be ready to go to sleep. You go to sleep. The next day brings its new issues and new problems and new life, and you're off doing your old thing again. So I'm going to try it. If you have any feedback for me on whether or not you like it in the morning versus the evening, let me know. All right, so for today's topic, I want to talk about something that is, bittersweet doesn't even describe it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, but yet it's one of the things I love the most, especially as a behavior scientist. Like, I'm all about questions, right? I love information. But this is about your kids asking questions. It's nonstop, bro. There's just a new report that came out that on average, a kid asks about 300 questions a day. Now, I've got 3 boys. So let's just say 3 times 3 is 9. I'm potentially answering 900 questions a day. You throw it in during football season where I'm also answering questions to the high school students who are asking me about what defense we're running or what particular form to use in their back pedal or how to get little tweaks here and there. And that can easily go over, 1,200 questions a day. That's a lot of questions to answer. You know what? And it's not so much actually the questions that bother me from the kids. It's the daddy, right? Like, daddy, can I do this? Daddy, can I? But I'm having a conversation with you. Why do you keep repeating my name? You don't have to keep saying daddy over and over and over again. I'm right here. Just continue to ask me questions. But regardless, I see some parents get very upset with this. And I know that it can be extremely annoying, especially if you're really trying to focus and do something, right? Now, you can totally tell your kid to wait, hold on, right? I'm not saying drop everything you're doing anytime they have a question. Kids do need to learn how to wait because everything can't come to them immediately. However, the point that I do want to make is answer their questions. It doesn't have to be at the drop of a hat. I'm going to stop everything I'm doing and I'm going to answer all your questions. You can tell them, hold on, let me finish this and then I'll answer your question. I'll get to you. But you got to answer their questions. So a few suggestions about actually answering the questions. 1, answer them to the best of your ability. Give a real answer. If they throw you a curveball, legitimately pause and think about it and give them a real answer. And if it's a tough question, don't tell them you're not old enough to understand. Tell them in a way that's age appropriate for them to understand. Right? They can figure it out. Kids are smarter than you think. Be honest if you don't know the answer. Nobody likes someone who believes they know it all or who pretends to know it all. If you don't know the answer, simply tell them, you know what? I actually don't know. I can look into that and get back to you on it, but I legitimately don't know. That's not just for your kids. That's in professional world. That's anywhere. Anytime someone asks you a question, if you don't know the answer, don't play like you know the answer, okay? I know they tell you in some places if you get an offer to do something, oh, you know how to do this, you say yeah, and you figure it out later. Okay, sure, for a career move, you want to do that. But in a position where someone's legitimately asking me a question for information that is going to be beneficial information, don't lie and give them false information. It's always going to come back to you. So if you don't know, just tell them, hey, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. And then the third one, and this is a big one for me, and I see it all the time. Don't have Google as your go-to to answer the questions. Hey, Daddy, what's this? I don't know. Let's ask Google. Hey, Google, what's this? You know what happens? They're going to start to bypass you and just go straight to Google. Every time they ask you a question, you act as the middleman to ask Google. Why do they need to ask you? Bet you all of you have, if you got kids anywhere from the ages of 3 to 5, you already know they can hit the little microphone button and speak into Alexa or Google and say, Siri or Apple, and say, Siri, what's the weather going to be? Or Siri, where can I find this? And it'll pop up. Why do they need you if you need Google? Now, again, not saying to toss that tool to the side. Google's useful. The internet is useful. But really, they just want to engage with you. They also believe you know everything in the world. And you don't have to keep that facade up. You can allow them to know that you're human. You can also allow them to know that, wow, Daddy does know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. But he doesn't know everything because no one does. And in those moments, if we've got to research something on Google, then we do. But don't make it be the automatic go-to. Have a conversation with your son. Talk to him. Really, that's what the question asking is about. They are intrigued and maybe want some information, but really they just want to talk to you. Now, if you don't answer their questions and you get annoyed and you constantly send them away, what you're doing is killing the fact that they deserve your attention. Their questions deserve your attention. The other thing is you can really find out what's intriguing to them. Kids ask some crazy off-the-wall questions, right? And you're like, wow, this is where your mind is? This is what you're thinking about? Or, I had no idea you were interested in that. Or, what made you ask that question? Right? There can always be these follow-up questions. The last thing, if you don't answer them, what ultimately will happen, they'll stop asking you. They'll simply ask their friends. They'll ask Google. They'll ask anybody and everybody except you, the person they need to trust the most. You don't want your kids learning from somewhere else constantly. They are going to learn from other places and other people. They go to school. They live in a social world and environment, right? They've got friends. Things are going to happen that they learn if they play sports or play an instrument or, whatever it is academically. There's all types of things they can learn, reading in a book. But you are the first source of knowledge and information. You are the primary research source. You are the primary research source. Do you understand how powerful that is? You are the go-to. You are your kid's Google. Don't lose that because you were too annoyed to answer question number 75 after question number 74 was just 2 seconds ago. That's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out all of our social media at rebirthbx. You can hashtag everything, Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, or hashtag 4D. We're all over social media. You can listen to this in podcast form while you're driving, maybe going to work once we start in the mornings, at Apple Podcasts or iTunes or on Google Play Music or on the website. So you got no excuse. Check it out. Subscribe so it uploads for you every day. Pop this in when you're driving to work or just sitting on the pot before you're getting ready to take a shower and get dressed for work, and see how it changes your day. All right, you guys, I will be back to you tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.